Hey, my lovelies. I'm coming to you guys with a project share. I have been playing around with some new stuff that I've gotten, or some stuff that I've purchased a while ago and or gotten in the mail a while ago. And yeah, so I did my very first Prima Doll tag. Isn't that awesome? It's amazing. I love it. So I'm going to show you. This is the back of the tag. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Right? Right? Here's the front of the tag. OMG, amazing. So there's the top. Now you can see all my bling. I did a blingy headband on her. I don't like her hair too much, but love the dress. I paper pieced the dress. I don't remember what paper I used. I used some of my Saw Crafters lace trim with the sequins on it. And then I love, love, love her skin color. I just love it. I love the way it came out. And then, of course, more of my turquoise or into turquoise or teal colored bling. I have a teal colored flower. And I have a lace butterfly here with a teal body, a blinged out body there. You can see that? Isn't she gorgeous? Beautiful flower, pink flower. And that was some of the Prima petals that I have. It's on the bottom. Or from Michael's. I'm not quite sure. Picked them up at a D-stash. And then I put a flower on top of that. And that's my tag. And we have some seam binding up on the top. It's like the baby blues and pinks. And some pink and silver fun fur. Or eyelash trim. Whatever that's called. And that's my tag. Isn't that awesome? It's beautiful. Look at the band on her dress. Oh, she's just so sexy. Let me back it up so you can see that. Yeah. So there's my tag. So I did that. And then I was playing with these. I was at the Dollar Tree and I had my husband pick me up a couple packs of these things. And he was like, why? Because, it's not summertime. We're not grilling. So what do you need matches for? And I was like, ah. So I was playing around with these. And this, you can see, turned into this. Look at that. Isn't that the most adorable, cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? I love it. Look at the little feet on it. Okay, so where do I start? So, it was hard. It was hard because these things are not symmetrical. They are not square. They do not lay flat and they do not cooperate. So when you're gluing them together, you have to make sure that they're nice and straight and flat and flush and line up, which I tried. So anywho, so what I did was I took the drawers out, obviously took the matches out. So what I did was I inked up or colored with my alcohol marker all the fronts and the backs of the drawers because they're white. Then I took the edge of the actual Matchbox casing itself. I inked those in black. And then I glued them just like this, one on top of the other. Right? So I took my measurements for my drawer fronts. I took my measurements for this, that, and that. And I use to cover it a sheet from my beautiful paper stack. This is the paper that I use. Find it. So this is La Bella Rouge stack from DCW. And this is the paper that I used. Okay, this is a gigantic sheet. So I used the one sheet for that. So, yeah, let me take out one of these little drawers. So I see I covered the inside and I painted all around the box in black. I put a strip of paper in the front and then I glued a little pearl as a draw pull. I did not use a chipboard base on this. I actually glued my paper because it is nice sturdy paper. I glued the paper right onto the matchboxes and I did the bottom and the sides and the top. And each one of the drawers has a pearl. And if you notice, they're not all straight because I grabbed the drawers and I was like, okay, let me just eyeball it. Blink, blink, blink. Let me do the centers. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, and then when they were all dry and I put them together and I was like, no, they're not all lining up. But it's not that bad. Is it? Well, if you have a couple of drinks, it's not good. It's not that bad. They're really not that straight, but I don't think it looks bad. So for the feet, I grabbed a bead cap and a pearl. And I glued the bead cap into the pearl, let it dry. And then once they were dry, that they weren't going anywhere, I glued each little one to the bottom of the dresser. And then this here is a chipboard die cut that I received. I don't remember where, but it's like that. So what I did was I covered it with more of the paper and I attempted to cut out every intricate little hole there. And boy, was that was tough. That was tough. It is by far perfect. I mean, if you can see it, look, it's all left, but it's okay. If you look at it from like way, way back here, it looks perfect, right? Like if you don't get into it like that, I mean, you look at it back here, it's perfect. And then a D for Dolly. And I thought I would, oh, and I got a little blingy piece up here, of course. And I thought because the paper was kind of busy, I didn't want to put anything on top because, I wanted to go crazy and, dress up the top. And then I was like, yeah, it's going to disappear. So there you have it. That's that. And do I have time? I did 2 composition notebooks. My very first ones. So here's one. This is pretty cool. I don't remember what that paper is, so I'm not even going to attempt it. So I've got some lace ribbon as a closure for this. I love that Valentine paper. Pick these papers up at a D-stash, and I don't know where they're from. So the inside used more of the made a pocket with the leftover paper. I've got some washi here to cover that. I made in the pocket I have a couple of tags, and then this nice sparkly pink and white paper. It's awesome. So I did the same thing in the back. There you go. And then what I did was I added like a marker thingy with some ribbon. So I added a ribbon and then I added some beads in the bottom. And then they can use that as a page marker when they're, So that's pretty cool. So this is going to be going to, I think I'm going to send this out to Justine Stone for that grieving journals that she's doing, which I think it's amazing. And yeah, so I had her in mind when I did this one. Then I did another one, which is this one, and it says Joannie up on top, and that's my niece in Puerto Rico, because these are the type of notebooks that they use in school in Puerto Rico. So hers I did like that. I have the giant doily there, and then I have this cutout that was actually on the corner of this sheet of paper, like right on the corner of it. So I just, fussy cut it out, put it on the doily. And then I have some lace trim going on the binding here. I have a bit of lace trim on the edge there. And then the inside is that robin's egg blue, or like, yeah, light blue with the sparkly paper. That's the front. And then the back, I did the same thing. I kept it simple because I'm going to send this out to her. And that was that. I've been playing. Oh my God, I kept it under 15 minutes. I cannot believe it. So, yeah, so that was awesome. That's what I've been up to. Um, yeah, and that's it. So, I will talk to you guys later. And I am going to, I don't even know what I'm going to do right now. I got to work on some baby shower stuff. But I will see you guys later. On to the next video. Bye bye now.